I'm in salad and I saw Frankenstein. It is directed by James Whale. And if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. Oh my goodness, it's Frankenstein's monster and he's here. He's having a little chill. What are you doing, Frankenstein? Amazing, great answer. All right, speaking of Frankenstein, that's the movie that I'm reviewing. Did you know when the movie starts, they're creating Frankenstein, you know, in the movie. I really like the scientist guy. He seems very ambitious. We also have Fritz, who's the hunchback. And I learned this fun fact. A lot of people commonly think that Igor is the hunchback. No, it's Fritz. Fritz is over here. He's just having a chill time. He's here assisting Frankenstein, and they're creating this monster. And oh my goodness, this monster, you can't stop the creation of the monster no matter how much the wives want it to. They really want him to stop creating this monster. And as soon as they like come in to stop him or whatever, the electricity starts and we have Frankenstein's monster is created. Also, I like having seen young Frankenstein before seeing Frankenstein, because I see the scene in which young Frankenstein parodies when we have Fritz going to find the brain, he accidentally drops the normal brain and grabs the abnormal criminal brain. And okay, first of all, I have an issue calling a criminal brain abnormal, mainly because criminals are human too. What's abnormal about it? The propensity to do crime? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Of course, we have Frankenstein's monster is now in existence. And you know what happens? Well, he's just chilling. He seems a nice guy. But looks like we'll have to put a little bit of a flame at him. Flame him just like that. And I love it. He starts freaking out because he's afraid of fire. And because he's freaking out, the people around him are like, oh, well, actually, he's trying to attack us. So let's chain him up. And because of all the chaining up that happens, I'm just like, stay back there, Frankenstein's monster. Well, anyway, we have Frankenstein just chained up. And he easily breaks out of those chains, which is fun. And then he like starts going all over. People are trying to keep him tied up, but no chain can contain Frankenstein's monster, and he just rips out of it, which is fun. And then he like wanders around the town. We got a bunch of people like, oh, we gotta get rid of Frankenstein. Urgh. And I just thought of Frankenstein as a misunderstood guy. I am empathetic, sympathetic, whatever the word is. I feel for Frankenstein and I want him to have the best life that he can. It kind of sucks that he's made of a bunch of corpses, but it's whatever. He's still a guy. What do you think? Do you think Frankenstein's as human as the rest of us just because he's made of a bunch of corpses? I do like the part where Frankenstein's like wandering and he encounters this really young child. She's like, I don't know, 6 or something, and she's like throwing daisies into the water. And it seems like Frankenstein's monster is having a great time just throwing daisies into the water. And then my favorite part is when she runs out of things to throw in the water, he throws her and then causes oh no, I'm drowning. That happened in the movie, by the way. Of course, when Frankenstein's monster is responsible for a young child's death, a bunch of people are angry, trying to get after him. We gotta go get him. We gotta go get Frankenstein's monster. This is also another favorite part of the movie of mine, is when he goes into just a random place, and I like how he's like, you know, having a little chill time just with this guy. This guy's blind, doesn't quite understand him.
That's
like,
the wrong movie.
What do you mean?
That's the second movie.
There's a second movie?
Bride of Frankenstein, you skipped ahead.
He's not with the blind guy in this one?
Not in this one.
Not this one.
This one ends at the windmill.
Yeah, because he captures a guy. He's like he captures a guy. I got a bunch of people like trying to lynch mob him. I will review Bride of Frankenstein as well. So we have he captures a guy. He's like going to the windmill, and I love this. He captures Frankenstein actually, goes to the top windmill, and he throws Frankenstein from the top onto the windmill blade, and like that breaks his fall. So like I'm thinking, oh man, Frankenstein's dead. And we got, of course, we got a bunch of the mob just like, oh, we gotta burn up the treadmill. We gotta burn up the, whatever it's called, not treadmill, windmill. Set it ablaze. That's unfortunate. I felt for Frankenstein's monster, and he's dead. He's dead now. I don't care about Frankenstein as much. Oh yeah, you created a guy. You can do that with like reproduction. Frankenstein's monster didn't ask to be born, is very confused, and is just treated poorly because he's misunderstood. So I think the ultimate villain in this movie is not Frankenstein's monster, but is actually the people trying to lynch mob Frankenstein's monster. And that's the end of the movie. I liked that part. Oh man, Frankenstein's monster. You're misunderstood. He's a misunderstood fellow. If you saw this friendly face in real life, would you try to talk to him? Would you try to have a chat with him? Would you try to understand him? Or would you just throw a bunch of fire at him? Just like that. So I like the shots. I like the set pieces that they got. It's pretty cool. You know, I really like the character study of this a lot more than like a lot of the set pieces, because a lot of the set pieces, I'd say pretty all right, but I definitely feel like the makeup versus the set piece, the makeup's better in my opinion. I really like Frankenstein's monster's makeup a lot, and I like the acting in this. I like this as a classic film. You know, I've heard of Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster before watching this film. I actually read half of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein in like English class, so that's also the exposure that I have to this concept of a monster. What are you doing, Frankenstein's monster? I didn't know Frankenstein's monster could climb. Well, it looks like Frankenstein's monster is getting very antsy, so I'm gonna give this movie a solid rating of a 7.8 out of 10. Oh no, it's Frankenstein's. He gives it a 10 out of 10. Frankenstein's monster gives Frankenstein a 10 out of 10. Wow, I can't believe it. Well, if you like this video, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. If you want a fast track of movie review, you can do that for $20 deals at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you like to help support the daily grindiness of all them daily movie reviews, go to this link tree, find the way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews. So you can go here, and until next time, mint salad saw. I'll see you later to my sad croutons big bits. Ah, no, it's Frankenstein's monster!